Hi friends, welcome to Engineering Made Easy. I am Lalit Vasist. Today we will discuss random variables and what are discrete random variables and continuous random variables. These are two types of random variables. So we will discuss these both kinds of random variables here. But before knowing what are random variables, let me tell you some terminologies that will be used here. What is sample space? Actually, the range of all possible outcomes of an experiment is known as the sample space. Okay, so whenever we perform any experiment, like suppose we are tossing 3 coins at the same time. Okay, this is the experiment. Okay, and then we may have heads or tails on any of these coin. So either we may have heads on all these 3 coins, we may have tails on all these 3 coins, or 2 heads, 1 tail, and 2 tails, 1 head. So there are a lot of possibilities. There are total 8 possibilities. So all these outcomes of this experiment of tossing 3 coins is called the sample space. All these outcomes are under this sample space. And what is random variable? Here first let me tell you the definition of these sample space and random variables. After this I will explain you what is a sample space and random variable with the help of example. So a random variable is a function. It is a function which can take on any value from the sample space. The sample space contains all the outcomes, all the possible outcomes of that experiment, as we have seen in the coin example. So this takes on some values that are part of sample space from this sample space, and having range of some set of real numbers, is known as the random variable of the experiment. So let's make it more clear with the help of our example, what is sample space and what is random variable. So let's here take an example of our experiment of tossing 3 coins at the same time. We are simultaneously tossing 3 coins. So as already discussed, these are the 8 possibilities, because the first coin may have either head or tail, two possibilities, and the second coin may have 2 possibilities, and the third coin may have 2 possibilities. So 2 into 2 into 2, there are total 8 combinations, 2 cube. So these are the 8 possibilities. This is the possibility is arranged. This is also taking into account the arrangements. I mean 2 heads. These are the combinations. First coin is having head, second is having head, third is having tail. And here the order has been changed. So total 8 combinations. So these are total 8 outcomes. So this is the sample space because it contains all the possible outcomes of this experiment. Now let's suppose the number of tails is the random variable x. We will understand this x, how we can take some values from this sample space and make our random variable. So we name this random variable as x, and it will contain the number of tails in this experiment, and this x1 value is 0. It means in this case here we are only taking the number of tails in the random experiment in this experiment. So number of tails is, here it is 0. In this case we have how many tails? Only 1 tail. And here also we have 1 tail, but in this case we have 2 tails. So 2 tails, 2 tails, 2 tails, and all these 3 tails. So here we have considered or taken only the number of tails from this sample space. Therefore it is a random variable, and we have named this variable as x. So this is a discrete random variable. As I told you that there are 2 kinds of random variables, continuous random variable and discrete random variable. So this is an example of discrete random variable, as we have finite number of outcomes, and these values are denoted by x1 to x8. Okay, so now we will see types of random variables. Classification is discrete and continuous random variables. So what are discrete random variables? The example that I have given you of this 3 coins, tossing 3 coins, was an example of discrete random variable. So these are the random variables which can take on only finite number of values in a finite observation interval. As in this coin example, we had only 8 outcomes. So this can be counted. This can be counted. So it has finite number of values in the outcome in a finite observation interval. So we can say that discrete random variable has distinct values that can be counted. It is very clear. So this is the same example that we have already seen to explain you the concept of sample space and random variables. Now we will see the continuous random variable. So it has continuous outcomes. Okay, a random variable that takes on infinite number of values, we call it as continuous random variable, while discrete had only certain number values, certain number of outcomes that can be counted. So it has infinite number of that cannot be counted. The outcomes are infinite. So many physical systems can produce infinite number of outcomes in a finite time of observation. Okay, in such cases we use continuous random variables to define outputs of such systems. Okay, so here we will see two examples. Suppose we want to perform a job. Okay, somebody wants to perform a job, then he can complete this job in different time intervals. Suppose I want to fill a tank, then somebody can take 2 hours to fill that tank, and the same person, even the same person can fill this tank in different time intervals. Okay, he can take different times to fill that tank. And also if we consider other persons, then the time taken by other persons to fill that tank will be different. So the point is, the job is same, but the time to complete that job can contain infinite number of times. Okay, it can have any value. So this is an example of continuous random variable. So this has been given here. So this job is continuous random variable since there are infinite number of times, that is different times to finish that job. The another example can be of the noise voltage that is generated by electronic amplifiers. As we know, electronic amplifiers generate noise signals, noise voltages, and it has continuous amplitude. Infinite number of values of amplitude are produced by that electronic amplifier. So the sample space will contain infinite values. It will be continuous, and the random variable that we will obtain from that sample space will also contain range of continuous values. So this was all about random variables and its types: continuous random variable and discrete random variables. Hope you got the point. And in the next video we will see the cumulative distribution function CDF and probability density function PDF. So keep watching my channel Engineering Made Easy, and please don't forget to subscribe it. And if you like the video, please click on the like button and share it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye. Friends, for more such videos you can subscribe my channel Engineering Made Easy, and please don't forget to like and share the video if you liked it. For more detailed information you can visit my blog. See you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye.